So today we're going to be talking about Mercury, right? This is how we write Mercury. Mercury. It is the first planet from the sun. So it's number 1. We're going to write it right here. First planet from the sun. It's also the smallest planet in our solar system. So we're going to draw it now. You can draw a circle, right? Like this, like me. I'll draw little circles here because Mercury is full of circles that we call craters. Now why? I will go into it a little bit later, so I'm going to go over these ones and make them some bigger, some really small, like dots, so. Okay, and when we finish, so the Mercury is the smallest planet from the sun. It is dark gray. So for drawing Mercury, you will be using either black like this, or I'll be using the ordinary pencil for drawing. It gives us the gray color. So I'll cover it all in gray slowly. So it's dark gray. If you were to go outside into the atmosphere, out of our atmosphere, and look at the planets, Mercury would be very gray with some white spots. So I'll leave those dots very white, okay? It's also known as the spider. Why? Because these dots are sometimes connected with some lines like this, and it looks like a spider's web, right? So while I color this gray really quickly, I'm going to draw some lines so you can see them too. So it looks like spider webs. Mercury, since it's the smallest, it has the fastest route around the sun, because all of the, you remember, we talked about the planets. All of the planets revolve around the sun. That means they go around the sun. Mercury is the first one, the closest to the sun. That means it takes it less of time to go around the sun anyway. And its rotation, how it takes it to go all the way around the sun and come back to where it is 88 days. 88 days. It takes Mercury 88 days to go around the sun. That means that from the first day of school to now, it would have been one whole year on Mercury and then some. Now, Mercury it doesn't have any atmosphere, so the side that faces the sun is very warm. So we're going to draw a thermometer. We're going to draw it red, okay? Because it's very, very warm. It doesn't have atmosphere, so the sun, because it's very close, hits it very hard. And the other side, because it doesn't have any atmosphere, it's very, very cold. Another thermometer, but this time we're gonna draw it blue, okay? So if you were to live on Mercury, on the side that faces the sun, it'll be very, very warm. And on the side that doesn't face the sun, that faces away from the sun, it'll be very cold. I'll draw the sun here so it helps us see. That means that Mercury, for example, let me explain to you this way. If you're close to the fire, you are very warm. If you're far away from the fire, you're very cold, right? Somewhere in the middle there, you're perfectly going to be really warm but not that warm that you burn, okay? That's where the Earth is. So for Mercury side, it's on the side that faces the sun, it's very warm. And on the side that faces away from the sun, it's very cold. We cannot live on Mercury because it's very warm and very cold at the same time. So we will burn on this side and we will freeze on this side. So we cannot live on Mercury. Now, these, as we said, are patches where, because Mercury doesn't have any atmosphere, if, for example, one star wants to hit it, or some rock wants to come along and hit Mercury, they leave those little dots. They hit Mercury and leave little circles around. We call them craters. And because of that, Mercury has a lot of craters, because lots of rocks have hit Mercury's surface and left those craters around. And so that will be all on Mercury. Remember, Mercury, first planet around the sun, it takes it 88 days to rotate around the sun. So go from one spot all the way around the sun and back to the same spot. And it's very warm and very cold at the same time. It has no atmosphere and it's dark gray in color, and scientists call it the spider, right? Because it has those craters that are connected with lines. So remember that. First planet around the sun. See you in the next video.